Hey guys, we're here at Canon HQ again. We've come to see Dave. Dave, thanks for seeing us.
No problem.
We've got a few cameras to take a look at today and maybe something else.
Maybe I'll show you something else if we've got time, yeah?
We wait to see. We're going to start with their new CSC. So we've got the EOS M50. Dave, I'm going to hand across to you because you're the man with all the knowledge. So tell us all about it, please.
Okay, yeah, so this is the new one. This is the EOS M50. Now, where this is going to sit, this is going to sit above our M100, which is our first mirrorless camera in our lineup. And then it's going to sit below the M6 and the M5, okay? If you have a look at the control on this camera, what's really nice about it is how simple it is to use.
Yeah.
It's very similar to other EOS cameras that we have. I mean, that you've got the control wheel on the top there. But what I like about it is the simplicity of the buttons.
Right. Yeah.
Even if you've never handled a camera like this before, if you're used to using maybe a compact camera, or if you just used your smart device or something like this, you'll find this camera incredibly easy to get started with.
Yeah, it's not too overwhelming, is it, when you look at it?
No. Pretty much most of the controls are done from the touchscreen.
Yeah.
And I think that's a really fast way to control your imagery and really get to grips with the camera and get started on it. So this is, as I said, incredibly simple to use, but it's absolutely feature packed. This is probably the most advanced CSC that we've launched to date, with some of the new technology that's inside here. So
it's an APS-C size sensor inside. Is it new, or is it using technology previously seen?
Well, actually, it is a new sensor that's inside here because of the way that it transfers information through the camera. But what's great about it is it's using our latest technology.
Right.
So it has got dual pixel CMOS AF, which I'm really, really proud of to have a camera like this, because that is our best live view autofocus system. It's so fast and it's so accurate. It is actually a slightly more advanced version of this as well, because it covers a larger area than the current dual pixel CMOS AF.
Okay.
There's a couple of other things as well which it does. If you're tracking a fast-moving subject, it's better at doing that if your subject's got a more erratic movement and this kind of thing. So we are moving this technology along, but like I say, yeah, I'm really pleased for it to have dual pixel CMOS AF.
So what megapixel range are people looking at with this?
So it's 24 million pixels.
Right.
So very similar to most of our cameras now. We've got this using this 24 million pixel technology, but the sensors are different from camera to camera depending on their usage and what kind of things people want to do with them. Something that is brand new on here, which we've never seen before, is Digic 8. So we're on to our latest Digic processor.
Wow.
This is our fastest, most advanced processor that we have.
Yep.
Which is great to have it, and great to have it come in at this level, because we can make this camera, like I said, the camera is quite a simple camera to use, but we can make sure that this processor is running so many things in the background. So all you know is you'll get an amazing image quality out of something that's, let's say, incredibly easy to use. I think probably the most exciting thing, one of the most exciting things I think on Digic 8, because it's so fast, allows us to run 4K.
You've got 4K?
We have 4K on this one.
I'm a happy man.
So this will be our first camera aimed at, I suppose, the consumer, I suppose, with 4K. Remember, we've got 4K on our 5 series,
of course.
We've got 5K on our Cinema EOS, so we've had it at that sort of level for quite a while now on the 1 series and this kind of thing. But it's so nice to now bring it to this level. We feel that the technology is right, that we've got the things like that, that you have to think about things like heat and battery life and this kind of thing. And we're really pleased to say, this is our first, I suppose, consumer 4K stills camera.
So tell me more about the frame rates in the video.
Okay, so it'll do HD, so 720 HD at up to 120 frames per second.
Okay.
It'll do full HD at 60 frames per second and 4K at 25 frames per second. And those are MP4 formats as well, so very easy to edit and accepted by most editing software, which is really nice.
Yeah. I can see this being really popular for vloggers, especially with sort of the big, large flip-out screen to the side and that format of recording.
Yeah, I mean, I absolutely love the variable angle screen. I think these are lovely. Let's not forget this is a touch screen as well. So very simple touch focus. You can track a moving subject really nicely using the screen. And something else which I'm really pleased that this has is mic input.
Oh.
So it has a standard 3.5mm jack on the side there, which is really nice. So you can see, as you mentioned just then, I think this will be really handy for people who want to do, or video is just as important as still photography is. I think this would be a great camera for them to use with the the really fast AF system as well.
Yeah. Connectivity wise, I'm assuming there's Wi-Fi on board.
Yep, you've got Wi-Fi, NFC, and you've got Bluetooth on here, so one of our most connected cameras. It's also got a new function on here which we haven't seen before, which is an auto file transfer.
Okay.
So if you've got the app running in the background on your smart device, when you take photos, it can automatically back up to your smart device, which is really quite fun and quite a great way if you want to share your images very quickly. This is a great way to do that.
There's a nice bright viewfinder on top, really nice and clear.
Yeah, so this is our highest resolution viewfinder, 2.36 million dot. What I really like about this, which is something that we've got on the M5, and when we put on there, people absolutely loved, so we've now put this on other cameras in our lineup, which is if you are using the viewfinder, when you put the camera up to your eye, you can use your thumb on the screen to select your AF point. So even if the camera's up to your eye, you can still select your AF point, which is
really useful.
Which is really good, makes it really fast. Talking of the autofocus and this kind of thing as well, you have manual focus peaking on here, which is a really handy thing to have, especially for shooting video and this kind of thing. You also have eye detect AF as well, where you can select the person's eye to make sure that that part of the subject is pin sharp. I find that really useful if you're doing sort of vlogs and this kind of thing and you're holding the camera sort of at you like this, to make sure that you can focus on your eye and not get the focus on the hinge of your nose or something. It's a lovely way to it's a lovely way to use it. Talking about the still side of, because this is as much a still camera as it is a video product, we have a new RAW on here, which is 40% smaller than the normal RAW files that we have. It's still 14-bit, and we're calling it basically RAW 3.
So same quality.
Yeah, but just 40%, about 40% smaller. It kind of replaces, because before we've had like the M RAW and the S RAW. It kind of replaces those. And just make things a bit easier, I suppose, for people starting out in photography.
I can see it's got the guided interface here on the menu system.
Yeah, so the guided interface is something we've seen before on the 800D and the 200D, and it's been really well received. People really like it. I think it takes some of the fear factor out of getting started with these cameras. I mean, photography is not easy. I mean, it's a difficult thing to do, but we want to make sure that people get the best out of these cameras, because that's when they progress, they start to try different types of photography. So we put this guided interface on. This is actually the first mirrorless from us with the guided interface on it, which makes it really nice. I mean, there's lots of other little things as well on this camera. I could go on forever talking about things like you've got silent shooting mode and all this kind of stuff. But I think the guided interface is something that I think people will really enjoy at this level.
It sounds like you've jam-packed a hell of a lot of features in here for people to get hands-on with. I'm loving the 4K. I'm sorry, that's what I love about this camera. The fact you've got mic input on there as well is brilliant. For anyone doing video, and you know I'm into my video a little bit. I'm quite looking forward to getting hands-on and out with this. So
I'm more than happy to come along. If you want to organise a day,
let's go out again.
Like we did.
Yeah, definitely. Let's head out and find something interesting to shoot. But no, thanks ever so much.
No problem.
Thanks for seeing us, and we'll catch you soon.
Thank you.